Gonna hit you right on the jet stream from the other side. The greatest coincidence in human history, that's all. That's all. We're just gonna chalk it up. Kevin Blanch screaming his head off in 2011, going crazy. These are full-blown out meltdowns. They're going to cause a heat bubble over the freaking Western United States. Great Salt Lake's going to go. We had record snow here in 2010. Record. Great Salt Lake was actually above normal levels in 2012. My videos prove it. Time. Let's have some Bechtel coffee. Greatest coincidence in human history. The typos at your feet, Edie. It's a cold. Salmon. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're puzzled, they're perplexed, they're curious. They're alarmed. After the fact, everybody reporting, study shows, got federal funding, got a grant from university study shows. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a skier, what's a mountain? I'm a plasterer, what's a hawk and trowel? I'm a cancer victim, AML leukemia, what's chemotherapy? Gonna hit you right on the jet stream from the other side. I got the goods. Exhibit number 69, Your Honor. That's the exchange they were cheating on. Being reported now, counterfeit parts all over. I'm the one that. That's it. This is the goods. Media in Utah? Please. Who shot the video of the generator coming in here? Did it on my own. Had to rent a car. Thank you, everybody who supported this historic work. Running on empty. Gonna hit you right on the jet stream from the other side. Greatest coincidence in human history. So, Kevin Blanch. In the year of 2011 came a man named Blanche Stradamus. It's going to cause these are full-blown out nuclear meltdowns. It never happened in the history of mankind. It's going to create a plasma. It's going to create a gas. It's going to cause a heat dome over the Western United States. There's only one answer. Only one. And I've proven it. Thousands and thousands of scientists all be mystified, baffled, puzzled, stumped, perplexed, bewildered. Thousands of them? Thousands? Do they all have the golden handcuffs? All of them? There's only one answer. It's new. The new Semmelweis on the steps in Vienna. Oh, have you ever seen that video of me up on the tables in Vienna with the giant beer balancing on my head on one foot? Gonna hit you right on the jet stream to the other side. That's an original Sinanoffrey workers helmet. I made that on March 12th. There's 2 shirts out there. Me and Finnegan got them. Finnegan's mom tried to throw it away, but it was rescued from the depths just like Kevin Blanch was. Think about the whole path and the whole story. Kevin Blanch screaming all over. Podcast before, Joe Rogan get 20 million Google. Think about my podcast in 2011. Oh my God, I was everywhere. And screaming my head off. Hey, these are full-blown. Thousands of interviews. Thousands. It's going to give you cancer. I get cancer and going to the bone marrow transplant on 11/11/11. Going on 11 years. Holy cow. Them grandsons of mine will be 11. They're both born that month. Gonna hit you right on the... We can't understand Kevin Blanch playing his guitar with a fishing pole. We don't understand metaphors. It's got to be so Freudian. It's got to be... Then they still won't believe. I went there. I'm dying of cancer. I'm like, I will show you. I'll prove you the type. You know how much work those historic low typo photos I think about? It's impossible what I did. Up and down that coast, that is some of the lowest tides in decades. Out in them, going across those things like freaking, I cracked my skull. I broke my wrist with platelet counts of 30. Remember, I had that freaking broken ankle I was out there. Wow. No good deed goes unpunished. Prove you, show to you that the typo, just started in 2011. The heat dome, it's going to cause a heat dome over the Western, the greatest drought in 1,200 years, hypothesized and predicted by Blanche Stradamus, and showed you in real time as it's happening. Screaming my head off. Look, look. I live right here. That's the Great Salt Lake. Was right beyond my house. I literally grew up on the Great Salt Lake. Literally grew up on the Great Salt Lake. Watching a funeral for a friend. It's heartbreaking. The migratory bird's gone. The songbird's freaking gone. The muskrat's gone. The jackrabbit's gone. Everything's gone. The butterflies are gone. The mosquitoes are gone. I mean, all acutely. All acutely. And you're going to chalk it up to coincidence. There's only one answer. Kevin Semmelweis standing on the steps in Vienna, screaming his head off. This is new, Semmelweis, Savior of Mothers. Kevin Blanche tried to be the savior of Mother Earth, the mighty blue lady, where all life comes from her. And everybody just stepped back and watched the nuclear industry. Not me. I fight for her. I screamed on the edge of the freaking Pacific Ocean, walking it for years. She's going to come at the people. She's going to fight back. Just the greatest drought in 1,200 years, and you're going to chalk it up to coincidence. The salmon. ISIS first, the stillhead will go. Stillhead salmon go to sea for 1 to 2 years. There's no dams on the Jedediah Smith. There's no dams on the Umpqua. They've collapsed 95%. They started immediately collapse. I said, oh, look at the Chinook. Record numbers. I said, not till 2016. They'll collapse in 2016. Just collapsed 95%. The Fraser up there reports they're talking now extinction. Gonna hit you. But you're going to chalk it all up. This acute, radical catastrophe. This heat bubble. All my trees died in my yard. I mean, it's so hot, the radiant heat. Nibbling on sponge cake. Watching the sun bake. I think I'll check out my brand new tattoo. I put on my flip-flops. Oh, look out, I stepped on a pop-top. It's the end of the earth as we know it, and I feel fine, nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. I think I'll go get me a brand new. I'm a counterculture, so I have a tattoo when 78% of the American populace has a tattoo. I'm a Oh, I have 4 tattoos, radiation, dots up me. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. Apathy America, we don't care, standing in Times Square. We're going to Disneyland, the Super Bowl. Whoops. Sad. It's all coincidence. You're going to chalk it all up. Nibbling on sponge cake. That was right here in 2011, January. Right here.